All right, so while you're going through this process and you're doing my 5 keys to recovery plus the tips, so I have it all on the playlist. Follow all that shit. You're being aware of old behavior patterns, thoughts, the stories you tell, right? And then you're doing the work, all these 5 steps. And then you're going to find that, and remember this, when I say this, remember this, always remember this, it's going to get worse. You're going to feel like shit. You're going to be triggered, and that's what we want. You need to feel like shit. You need to feel worse over and over and over again. And if you are right now, congratulations, you're doing the work. You're doing the work. You're fucking doing it. You can say to yourself, I'm fucking doing it. Oh my God, I'm fucking doing it. Oh my God. Right? You're doing it. Good. Keep going. Allow the alarms to be, because what we want to do is we want to feel like shit. Open that door. Right? The door's closed, no work's done. Open the door, holy fuck. Right? Allow it to be there. Allow yourself to go through it. And we change our response to not white knuckling to allow it, so that we can change the association from survival state to normalize it to safety, right? And then the brain goes, oh, he's fine. Let's turn off alarms. And then you bring that baseline down. The only way the baseline comes down is if we stop fighting with ourselves. We stop resisting, right? When you see something, you go, I don't like that. The alarm will ring louder, because alarms are meant for what? What's an alarm? What's the purpose of an alarm? To be acknowledged of danger, perceived danger. It thinks there's danger all around you because of the shit you've been through all your life, right? You've created a program because of the shit you've been through all your life. And that program is perceiving danger because you've been having a tiger sitting on your back trying to eat your head off for the past 20 years over and over again. So the baseline went up. It's at 1,000. And when that happens, it sends alarms in the form of... I want to see if I can focus that. In the form of what? What do you think it's going to do? When it sends you alarms, what do you think these alarms are? What do they look like? They're in the forms of physical symptoms and mental symptoms. And these guys, they tag team, right? They'll work off each other. And it's going to drive you insane. And it's amazing how it works. Symptoms come because your body's been buffering because you've been carrying a 747, right? Right? Your bucket's been, oh, this one's empty. This is me right now. Your bucket's been full and it's going like this. It's like it's spilling water everywhere. It's, you're buffering. Your body can't do what it's supposed to do because it's got all these heavy loads on them, right? The body keeps the score and it can't regulate your body. So what happens when something's got to give? It can't keep you above water. Something's got to give, so you get symptoms, right? There's a reaction that's happening. Symptoms are coming because it's just overwhelmed. It's got to do something. Something's got to give, right? And another form of symptoms is just alarms. It's trying to it's trying to keep you alive, right? Because I sounded like Christopher Walken. The Foo Fighters keep you alive, right? It's trying to keep you alive by setting these alarms to get your attention, to go, perceive danger everywhere. And you're like, there's no danger. Why am I getting these symptoms? Well, what you have to do is you have to teach the brain that the old program is no longer needed. So we got to put a new program in. How do you have a new program in? How do you do it? Well, you need to open that door and feel that old program. If that door is closed and you don't like to feel uncomfortable, you will never move forward. So when you open that door, you need to feel uncomfortable because you need to expose yourself to that old program of perceived danger, the state of fight or flight, the survival state. And when you're seeing that old program, you're feeling that old program in the forms of symptoms, thoughts, and gut issues, everything, right? And you don't like it. Of course you don't like it. Nobody would. But you have to learn not to like something. You have to learn to be scared. Right? This is the important part. You have to learn to feel like shit over and over again, but change your response while you're running that old program. And then engage in life. Bring it with you. When you do that, When you're allowing this old program to run and not resisting it and fighting it, because when you fight it, baseline goes up, and you're becoming a looping cycle of symptoms. Right? More symptoms. We don't want more symptoms. We want we gotta get rid of them, right? How do you get rid of them? By allowing them to be there, changing your response by going, come here. Be here as long as you want. Taking away the fight. Because you gotta either fight or flee. Right? You either gotta fight or flee. So, how do we tell the brain? How do you tell the brain, hey man, you're running this fucking alarm, right? There's no danger. And the brain's like, there is danger. There is no danger. But you're telling me there is. Am I? Oh yeah, I am. Because of the stories I tell, the way I respond, is telling you that there's danger. Oh shit, sorry. I'm sorry. And the brain's like, that's fine, but I'm gonna keep sending alarms. So then you're thinking, well, how do I change you to know? How can I prove it to you that we're safe? How do I do it? Well, stop freaking out. Allow the old program to be and be okay with it being there. That's how you do it. So you mean allow the symptoms to be there? Yes. Allow myself to have intrusive OCD looping thoughts? Yes. And invite them in? Yes. So like run towards them and go, give me more? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's the best one so far. Yes. Get inventive. Find ways throughout your life, every day, that you can invite the danger in. And some people will be like, but Helmut, if you're going to ask for danger, won't the brain run that as my new program? See how close I can. Hey? No, it won't. Because people think what you focus on becomes your new program, and that becomes your new reality. So if you keep saying this word 1,000 times, that becomes your new reality. Bullshit. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Don't worry. Trust me. Don't fucking worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because people are like, no, I don't believe you. Their OCD brains going, doubt. No, caution. If you say something 1,000,000 times, your brain will perceive it. If you say you have cancer 1,000,000 times, you will get cancer. Bullshit. Don't worry about it. That's another video for that. With affirmations and mantras. And trying to change your core beliefs. I'm going to make a video about core beliefs. How you can't just change a program by ripping it out and putting a new one in. It doesn't work. So yes, in order to fully recover, you have to invite in the danger, because we want to take away the fight. We want to take away the resistance. I don't like this. Because if you take away the resistance, the brain will see that and go, okay, he's acknowledging my alarms, so I can turn them off. This does not turn off alarms. Avoidance behaviors do not turn off alarms. You know what avoidance behaviors do? They keep the alarm on, because you're showing the brain there's danger here, right? When you're avoiding a food, when you're avoiding a smell, when you're avoiding whatever it is that makes you uncomfortable, the brain goes, that's dangerous. Let's keep that alarm on. Symptom stays. And when you're avoiding, you're creating inner conflict, which the brain perceives as danger, and your baseline goes up. And when your baseline goes up, you're overloaded. You carry more loads, right? And you start buffering. Things work slow. Right? Things work slow. You're not working properly. So you get chronic illness symptoms out the ass. And alarms. More alarms. Count them. I had 70 symptoms. Because I was not regulating. I wasn't recalibrating. I wasn't emptying my bucket. I wasn't bringing my baseline down. And I wasn't changing my response. I wasn't elevating. I wasn't doing visuals. Right? This shit just kept overflowing. That's it. So I guess my main message is, I have a couple messages in this video. Sometimes I can't help it. I get passionate. I fucking get off fucking course. And I just start talking about all kinds of shit. My message, I think that what I wanted to do, this video, I wanted to say, okay, just because you feel symptoms and you feel like shit and you're doing the work, let's say you're doing the work, right? You know, it goes like this, right? This is recovery, man. It goes like this, you go down. It goes like this, you go down even lower. And I'm telling you now, it's gonna get worse, right? And it gets better and it gets worse. And you need to have the shitty days, because those are the days. Those are the golden days, opportunities. They're opportunities to recover. You need them. You need them. You need them. Okay. So I have a passion about this, but I want you to remember this other thing. I want you to remember that while you're going through this process, because this is why people quit, and this is, and people need to keep going. Just because you have symptoms and you feel like shit doesn't mean that meanwhile back at the ranch, things aren't working behind the scenes. You're creating those neural pathways. When you're having those bad days and you feel like shit, that's why I push the idea on people on most of my videos. You need to feel like shit. I want to normalize it so much, and exposure and being triggered. I want to normalize it so much. I want people to get so uncomfortable with it and comfortable with their uncomfortableness, and I want them to get so discomfortable that they understand that you need to do this for change to happen. And I want you to know that just because you feel like shit does not mean you're starting all over again. Does not mean that all the work you did for a week, a month, 2 years is out the window. No. You're still going forward. You still have all the badges. You still have all the modules. You still have all the leverage, right? You still created all those neural pathways. It's still there. The progress is still there. It's these times. It's the times where you think that, oh my God, this isn't working, I feel it worse. Those are the times where the brain's ear is like this, right? You have a direct phone line to your brain, right? The worst times of your journey, when you get the symptoms and new symptoms, horrible symptoms, you feel weird and you don't understand, this is fucked up, I'm in hell right now. Those are the times when you're doing the methods, though, you have a direct phone line to your limbic system, and it goes, hello? Because normally, it's like, oh my God, I get to talk to this. It's my limbic system. So I want you to be, right, you have a direct line to the limbic system, and that's when the change happens. And after that, you will move forward by a ton, right? You're like the Star Trek going warp speed. Right? The times when you feel like shit, you feel hopeless, you feel doubt, those are the times where you have to keep pushing and keep with the methods. Because when you do that, it's a massive opportunity. It's a huge movement forward, right? Huge. It's like ding, 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 like that. That's what it's like. Like our normal recovery is like ding, 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 ding. Right? I could probably do a better version of that. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Right? And then when you really feel like shit, oh, no. And you do the work, you keep doing it. This is the time right here. Opportunity, right? You got to pounce on this. This is an opportunity. Pounce. I go, oh, opportunity. Pounce. This is where you go. Right? That's when you make those big, massive leaps forward. So remember that. Just because you feel like shit does not mean you're not moving forward. Actually, it means you are moving forward. And you will see that. The further you go in your recovery, when you look back, you're going to be like, whoa, that was crazy. Holy shit, because this is a roller coaster. You deserve a medal, right? You're defying gravity, right? You're going to look back and go, holy shit, man. You got to record all your wins, right? All your wins. You're going to be like, holy shit, I recovered from this. Oh my God. Right? all these symptoms, and right? Then you get everything starts to make sense, and we forget how far we've come. Really, I forgot. I'm like, did I really do anything? Did anything really change? And then you think about it, you're like, well, yeah, I did this. That's gone. I'm not afraid of this anymore. My phobia of this is gone. I feel good. Blah blah blah. But this symptom is still there, right? You get so hard on yourself over these other symptoms. Allow them to be there. Allow the shit show to be there. This is a shit show musical. So, no, there's going to be shit shows. Expect them. Want them. You need to want the shit show. You need to have an expectation in your brain, this is going to fucking suck. And want it. Be one of those people, they slap themselves in the face, they get off on it. That's what's you're going to turn into. You're going to love being uncomfortable. And that's what it takes. So, remember, just because you feel like shit does not mean you're recovering. Actually, it does mean you are. And good job. Keep going. You're doing it. So celebrate right now. Right when I turn this off, I want you to celebrate.